So Lou is playing the most obnoxious song. He's playing It's the Final Countdown. Um, for my league of quiet, they're afraid to give you paper because they're afraid you might become successful with it. Um, there's like, I've never seen so many children in like one life pick up so much momentum. Like, children, there's a gigantic turbine, and if you go close enough to it, it will chop you into 1,000 pieces. And all of the local fucking kids rally together and start running towards it. I'm not standing in their way, really. Not at this point. I mean, at like 5, I tried. But of course, Edward was more important. So, here's the thing. I there was at like 5. There was all right. So we've got something called a dock master somewhere. God only knows. I mean, it sounds something important and like I don't know, shipping and containment. But right. So like you have a dock on one side, you got a pier on the other, and then you got someone looking through glass and peering a different way on another. Right. And those two guys seem to be one side Dockmaster is getting a little too friendly. Yeah, got that. Okay. So then what's going on with the other side with the two that are fighting? I don't know. Because the guy on the two that are like best friends, like, oh my god, the Russian company in the Pacific, right? That one. And then like the Dockmaster to the east, but then we got a fight going on the other side of the Atlantic. Right, yeah, I got children of the wrong, they don't grow corn coming up through the south. Right, yeah, so this is like to the Mounties to the north since they never get off their high horse and come check on us. Right, okay, so now here's the thing. Like, I was supposed to go, like, they predetermined, and then they determined that I was supposed to go to some kind of special something or other. I don't know, like the locals, I think that I just saw on a map they have something called, um, not a Hare Krishna, but the Merchant Marines, whatever the fuck they do. Are they like the criminals that push all the products, the like synthetics onto the children? I thought they were supposed to be the good guys. Because like the way it was explained to me, it sounded like all of the really handsome guys in like the Union, they split up and they go half to the east and half to the west. And then they have like a whole lifestyle set up of like proper etiquette, exercise. It sounded like a Hitler's youth camp. It sounded like heaven to me, right? So now, why? But right, you have to donate. I think something, or is it that somebody donates to you? You have to have a recommendation. Yeah, because here's the thing. Like I had Queen's recommendation to go. Um, actually, and then I had like counties of Queens, like some locals that gave me permission to go to override some of the stupid on that had accumulated in the Union, mostly in New York and to the side. Um, so let's think about this. So, but somehow I was denied permission to go to either east or west or anywhere outside because I would have been fine on a whole other continent. And instead, my cousin Edward got a ride to go. Now, here's the thing. Last time I checked the rule books, you have to be somewhat good looking, which, of course, this is not my best look at the moment, but I don't have to say I'm sorry because there won't be a tomorrow, and I really don't give a shit. So, so now let's think about this. There's this thing called we have to run it up the flagpole. Right, got that. Okay, so we put the little flags on one string and it's like teamwork on an exercise you really didn't want to do and you pull the line and the one string goes up with all these little flags. Oh my gosh. And they mean something to someone somewhere, nobody knows. But now here's the thing. I have one string. Right, we'll go with one string at the moment. All of my flags were perfectly placed on the one line. I had teammates in place to pull the one rope. What went wrong, humans? who totally disheveled my entire pole. Now, the courtyard, right? The thing is that, like, used to be like to be a merchant marine, or right, they were like the upper echelon of like the people on other forces, which I don't know where the hell they train, but I thought that Edward didn't qualify. Now that's curious, because then they were like, well, right, because no, we don't want to take Romer. I mean, they would have taken Tiafrio, but then, like, the ugly children were mad about something. They always running towards that turbine. Let's think about this. Alright, so I've got the one pole running up the flagpole. You've got the flags. They're always supposed to stay in alignment or move only on special message, right? Let's think about this, right? So instead, they gave me a naval orange, and they put it on a table, and it looks like this after 42 years. This is what naval orange looks like by itself, waiting on anything that was gifted enough to get to an academy of some sort, to learn that there was a naval orange somewhere in the world. So now, at what point, because I know, here's the thing, everybody knew right away that the one kid from my family that was gifted to go without permission from myself, by the way, and Judy, because Judy said that there would be like cross-thatching problems between every move idiot would make in buffoon territory. All right, they said to call myself Ned Flanders. Nedflanders. They said, I get what you're doing, kid, and I commend you, but you don't know what they prepared before you got here. And I'm like, right, got that. But here's the thing. That twofer that was on and somebody else's academy, like my son Benjamin has two, he's a different kind of Odin's Raven, because he's got one really handsome look, and then he's got one broken look. But both the handsome and the broken ones, even though one's polished and one's uncut and raw, and forgetful, which scares the hell out of the other one. They did a movie. It's called, well, they did Saving Private Ryan, but that's not what we're talking about. That's the problem one. It's the Private Benjamin, I think it is. Right, Private Benjamin. That's their attempt at making fun of me as to what I would have been like in some kind of camp that I actually wanted to go to. That's what happens when you leave like dodo birds and idiots and morons in the ugly category who are not set to breed. You don't want them in your inner family, inner sanctum, and you tell them no right up front, and then they go and cry to Yaya, and then they want dipshits with lollipops and movie theater degrees to rewrite the whole fucking script for the future, running everybody simultaneously into the fucking turbine. That's what happened. So when there's no tomorrow, don't say we didn't warn you. It's been a long time coming. And how much longer is this going to be? Let's think about this. Benjamin, right, it's Private Benjamin. He did something with stripes up his leg because his father, right, which is, I think they said Eric. They're going with, I don't, well, it would be Eric the Red because he would be the matador at that point. Let's think about this. Matador, right, and then there's the, alright, so, right, it would go Eric to Benjamin. No, it's B. It's beforehand. So it's Benjamin to Eric. Yeah, it's Benjamin to Eric, but my Benjamin has a broken face, but he knows that. But that's not the problem. What upsets him more is that he saw and was forewarning everybody because everybody was off paper. They had to go strictly on verbal alliance and assurance, which fueled other problems. Oh, and apparently, whatever made it to some kind of academy, they had, I guess, I don't know, they had I don't know what you call them, I'm gonna say professor. And then they had to make some kind of committee, and then they had to, like, keep in touch with one another because, like, when memory just starts to dissipate off the, like, eternal register of one sacred, special, quiet person, because one ugly cousin went to a academy that he didn't deserve and shouldn't have been at, and other people did other things because it was clear as day nobody was fucking listening to the authorities on the planet. You ran yourselves into the fucking ground, and I don't know what to fucking do because you've got me here locked up, jammed up, no money, no kids, no house, no anything, and you're all running shit into, like, can you fucking pull some, like, code already? Because, like, I'm ready to fucking go.